Hi, this is Brett with Aim Small, Miss Small TV. Today we've got the CZ 457 Varmint Precision Trainer 24-inch barrel, the Harris bipod, protector bag, Athlon scope, and the trigger cam 2.1. We shot the Lapua Midas Plus and SK rifle match. In this video, we're my second season or series, whatever you want to call it, of shooting in the wind and trying to overcome or learn how to shoot in the wind. I'm calling it right now master shooting in the wind, and this is going to be my second episode. I don't want to move too far off of the shooting on the wind thing, but I did learn something during this when I was doing the actual shooting for this video. And what I learned is that I had a couple flyers, I'll call them, or rounds land where I did not expect them to land. There was no reason. That wasn't the wind. I don't think it was of the ammo. It was something else. And when I was editing the video, I spent some time on one of the misses, and what I noticed is when I do everything right, I guess I'm thinking when I feel like when I'm doing everything right, and the bullet lands exactly where I expected it to land, the recoil in the rifle, and you can see that because of the trigger cam, is I pull off my shot, the recoil, obviously is going to move the rifle. And ultimately, if the rifle rests about an inch above where I aimed, typically that round is going to hit where I aimed. What I discovered sometimes, like on the rounds that hit lower than where I aimed, and basically that's not really expected, the recoil kind of goes down. It doesn't really go up as high. It almost kind of bounces down, and it either lands slightly above where I aimed or lower, certainly not an inch above. Well, one of these flyers on Target 8 on my first ARA, and we'll get back to that later, it landed, I believe it was in around the 7 o'clock. Now, it was only in the 50 ring, but it was still nowhere where I expected it to land. And so when I'm editing the video, I kind of spent some time saying, okay, paying attention to the flags. I mean, was it the wind? And it wasn't the wind. At least I don't think so. I'm gonna ask you guys, if you can, to watch at least that ARA first target and help me, give me some thoughts on what you guys think. But the recoil kind of goes up, and it goes kind of to about the 5 o'clock. And I don't remember where it ended up resting, but it certainly did. The rifle did not rest an inch above where I aimed. So I kind of watched throughout the rest of the video, and watching all the cards throughout, I kind of paid attention to the recoil and see, really I was almost, I guess I was paying attention to the wind and the recoil. So this video, I think it may be very interesting for those who are trying to improve their shooting to kind of check out. So we're going to have the wind, we're going to have kind of recoil, and the recoil isn't really the recoil, it's how I'm holding the rifle. I don't think it was a hotter round or anything like that. I think it was literally how I held the rifle. Oops. That kind of caused that problem. So again, I'm going to say it for the third time now. I encourage you to check it out and leave me your comments. Let me know what you think. Am I onto something here, or am I, just chasing whatever? All right, back to where I was coming from. So if you're getting started in the ARA, and you realize that the wind is affecting how you're shooting, you kind of want to eliminate that maybe it's an ammo problem. You want to make sure, I think step one, get a good shooting rifle. Then you want to find an ammo that shoots good in that rifle. And I think I said it earlier in another video, if you can shoot a 2000 consistently, I believe you have a good rifle. It's just a matter of finding the right ammo. Once you get to the 2300 area, you probably found the right ammo, the right rifle, and if you're shooting 2300s consistently, it's probably now learning how to shoot in the wind, or work on your hold, all these other things. Now, if you want to shoot consistently over 2400, now you're gonna make a trip, I believe, to the Lapua range or the Ely range and try to find the ammo that matches your rifle best. And with that, you could hopefully shoot your 2400s and up, in most cases. That's at least my experience, and I'll let you guys kind of just use as a guideline. It's certainly not a law by all means, or a guarantee, but just something to think about. If you're shooting consistently over 2000, but you can't just seem to get it up to the 2300s, find new ammo. If you're shooting 2300s, but you're not doing you're not getting a perfect score, maybe work on your fundamentals a little bit more, work on calling the wind, and you'll probably shoot some 2500s. If you want to go beyond that, you're really going to have to make sure you find the best possible ammo for your rifle. And then make sure your fundamentals are rock solid. So I mentioned that because I wanted to find out if these two different ammos, this I'm calling my practice ammo, this is what I will compete with or could compete with. But I wanted to try to go something kind of low dollar that I can do this testing in the wind and see, if I can learn this thing, because I know I'm going to burn through a lot of ammo. So I shot this target. This is a target I created, and someday very soon I'm going to make it downloadable for those that would like to download it and use it. There's a white little line, and that's basically at 0.85 hundredths of an inch or 21 millimeters. Both of those are basically will be within 100 ring, as best as I can measure anyway. So the first ammo I started with was the rifle match, and out of the three targets, it averaged 18.48 millimeters. Now I made a couple changes here. First of all, they're all 10 round groups. When I'm testing ammo, no more 5 round groups. You really want to shoot 10 round groups. And again, you want to make sure they're, under your 85 hundredths of an inch or 21 millimeters. I now measure these. So this average of 1848, that is the outside to outside measurement. I'm no longer doing center to center. It's only outside to outside, 10 round groups. And actually, here's a picture of them right here. Again, the average was 18.48. Okay, let's take a look at the Lapua Midas Plus. This average, here I'll just get it right on the screen for you, was 16.84 millimeters. And you can see the groups right there. Not super impressive, but good enough. I feel each of these ammo are good enough to shoot, 2300s to 2500s. We'll see on the upcoming months how I do with it, but I feel I'm giving good advice here. I feel like I'm giving good advice. In fact, if you can shoot an ARA target and your average is 2300s, I think that's great. 2300s is not easy to get. 2500s is very hard to get. So anywhere between 2300 and up is good. It's just time and practice after that to get better, I think. Let's go over the ARA targets. All right, first card, let's get it on the screen. Second column, target 8 is what I want to talk about here. That's around, you know, it's a 50-pointer, so it's not terrible, but it landed nowhere near where I expected it to land. And so what I'm going to do is play you a little video. In fact, I'll do that right now, of me shooting that column, just so you can see and watch the recoil of each of those shots, and let me know what you think. Okay, I think I'm going to go for it. Oh. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go to the sider on top. All right, so what did you think about that column? Please leave it in the comments. Let me know if I'm onto something with, you know, taking advantage of the trigger cam and watching my recoil. If in fact my recoil is possibly my problem, and obviously that's not the recoil, but how I hold the rifle. Let's take a look at the ARA card. 23-25 was the score, and I only missed 3 shots. Of course, one of them was a 25, so that, you know, that always adds a little bit of extra pain. But missing 3 shots is not bad. In fact, it's very good. Considering the winds and the condition, I encourage you guys to watch the full video so you can see the wind, see my hold, kind of everything. I believe I call out the wind speed just so you can get an idea of what the speeds were, but I believe they were anywhere from, for the day and shooting through these 3 cards, anywhere between, of course, 0 at some points, but 3 to 8 miles, or actually 9 miles an hour wind. Now here's one of the things that I look for. When I go and I check the weather for a certain date, and I encourage you to do this, and one day I'll put it up on a picture so you can see it. You'll see the wind speed, and then they will show a higher graph of the gust, right? So what you have to realize is when you're shooting a card, you may have a certain wind speed, but you may have a gust that almost doubles that wind speed. And that massively affects where that bullet's going to land. And if you shoot that bullet at the wrong time, there's nothing you can do. So shooting with flags, I don't know how you can do it without flags, to be honest with you. So at some point I think in how you're shooting, you know, you're just shooting for fun, you're getting the best scores you can, I get that. You know, go home and don't even look at what your scores are. I get that. That's fun, it's a fun sport. But as you try to get better and improve, man, you got to get yourself some flags. I don't know how else that you can call the wind. I just really don't. Well, I guess I do know. Well, one match I actually forgot my flags, and so I just used other people's that were, I was fortunate enough to be at a match where most people had flags, so I had flags there that I could watch, and you know, it all worked out. Let's take a look at the second card of the ARA Target. Actually, the first card I shot was the SK rifle match. The next 2 cards are the Lapua Midas Plus. This score, 23-25, and I had, let's see here, 1, 2, 3 misses on this card. Of course, one of them was a 25, almost a 10, but not a bad score, right? Okay, last target, card 3. This is a 23-75, and this one I only missed 2 targets. One was a 50 and one was a 25. But all in all, I do encourage you to watch the video, watch the wind, leave me comments, ask me questions, give me any kind of wisdom that you have to give me. I'm all ears. I mean, you're going to give it to potentially everybody. And I just really appreciate you tuning in and watching this video. I would appreciate a like, and a subscription if you're not already subscribed. In fact, very few viewers are subscribers. And if I can convince you of this testing, obviously I'm doing to learn to become a better shooter. But when the factory class came out and I knew I wanted to shoot it, my idea was to do the YouTube channel so others can kind of follow along, and with a little luck, they can learn from my mistakes and save themselves some money and not repeat the same mistakes that I did. So ultimately, my idea was to share with you and hopefully make the learning curve a little more narrow for you. If I've done that, or at least you want to give me some encouragement to keep on going, give me a subscribe. That would be super helpful. Again, if you go watch the videos, I say Godspeed. And with that, God bless and have a good day.
The match is just oh, it is? Okay. 10x match team. How much does that cost a box? That's for the team? 750. I think it was after tax and everything else. I split a case with it. And that worked out. We got free shipping. Yeah, same thing happened with us. I mean, this stuff is only $15 a box. I'm still no, we got it for $16. Because the thing that irritated me, I was thinking, okay, do I buy half a box of ammo, half a case of ammo, train with that, or do I just the same amount of money buy that? That's right. I bought the ammo didn't work out for me. What would your backup rifle be? I can't get it anymore. I would buy another CZ. It's fairly inexpensive one. Doesn't have a match chamber. It's got a bolt. It's got a bolt stock. It's got a wooden blade stock that's laminated. So I can just adjustable. No, nothing
was the middle one.
Okay, it's $200 cheaper than the other one. Okay, it's non-adjustable stock.
It's not anywhere in the target, but they're all together, all touching. So the next best group is this one.
Can't find it.
And then the wind had picked up. So hard to tell on that one.
Hey, how many targets do you have left?
They only wanted cryptocurrency or PayPal. And then I went to a website
6.
later that day because I called them. I want to do a credit card. Cryptocurrency. And you know what it was? It was a scam. Yeah, of course it was.
3 clicks to the right.
Why don't you do 2 shots at each of those, and we'll send it to this one. And then try to judge, like if you shoot the first of the 2 and it's off, try to judge how much to off. See how close you can get to the center dot. So we just won't try to do groups. Try to do it
Yeah, 24. I saw one the other day. If you can find a 20, jump on it. That's what I was thinking. I probably shouldn't the other day. But I was done after finding out that one that I was looking at was. And that's part of the issue with buying online. Yeah. So I think I was telling the guy that my neighbor and she get the partner with it. And for an @1 for months. Finally, he said the hell with it. And he bought that. Discount shop. Before actually going down and signing for it, because they had it in another store, I think it was that store.
Yeah.
He was having a party, his wife threw a get together with somebody, and they have a little pool, and he was cleaning things up because he had a pool repairman. He wants the pool repairman to slip and hurt himself. So he was cleaning it up, then slipped and hurt himself. He broke his left wrist and slipped down. So I had to drag him down. And he's got this cast who's going like this to try to sign for the rifle. And I told Brett, it really pissed me off. Oh. Well, let me try some of the.
Okay, if you want to, I mean, 'cause today could be a good day for that. So, it's no big deal. It's always a deal. Yep.
Jeez.
Unless I can get it set to the burner. Yeah, I think that's what we can do.
I got one side right.
Okay, left 2 clicks.
Maybe shoot it to the center of the
I'm not
Maybe
just
you have
shooting
luck.
for fun.
yeah, as many as you want. Got to work on your wind holds. How'd it do?
Pretty good. So if the wind's coming like this at me, again, if this is the center, I can hold it here, and it goes right up in that top part of it. So I got a giant hole up there.
Okay.
It feels like it's here, but the little legs are not this way. So that pushed it a little bit, but now I'm holding here.
I think maybe the wind kind of up against the frame and kind of curves back in here.
feel it. It goes here. It's not as heavy for and go in that circle.
Okay, I was hoping to shoot this before the wind started, but that didn't work out. First target, SK rifle match. Starting with the official sighters on the bottom left. Okay, that was unexpected, but it is a cold bore. Okay, sighters on the bottom.
I'm not going to tell Gail it was a mouse, so I'm going to tell her to refill it.
Oh, too bad. That's too bad.
Wow, that's pretty sexy about you.
I'm going for it.
Man, that's crazy. Yep. You must have had that happen to you or something. Wow. Well, who's going to sweep that up now, man?
Not me.
Let me go to this. There we go. I'm going to throw down a sighter from the left. Another one. Oh, that is weird. Okay, second column, sighter on the bottom. Okay, I think I'm going to go for it. Oh. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go to the sighter on top. I'm going to blame that ammo on the one that went to the right, or the left. Okay, third column, sighter on the bottom. Okay, going for it.
Yeah, there's a, when we get out there,
By the way, we're playing around about 4-mile-an-hour wind here.
pretty much,
That's unexpected. Oh. The fun begins. All right, I'm going for it. Oh. Nice. Cider on top. I don't know why that happened. Okay, last column, bottom row, cider. Still about 4-mile-an-hour wind. And I'm going for it. Okay, second target, but we're shooting Lapua Midas Plus. Start with the official cider on the bottom left.
Away for now and get out my real rifle.
Okay, that's cold bore. Okay, I'm going to do a slider, first column, bottom row. Another slider. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take this slider. I'll go for nope. Not sure why that went there.
Saving the match for matches.
Oh, that's right.
I think I paid about $12.50 a box for it. Again, but if I can't get it to shoot, I'll sell it for whatever I get out of it.
Yeah.
You want to try it? I'll give you a box.
I'll shoot a few. You know, I'll shoot, 10 or 15 to see all the shoots. I'm always looking for practice ammo. You have enough of that?
Here's some down here.
Okay, second column, bottom row slider.
51.7 grain.
Oh, okay. So you weigh all your practice.
I can't see that the weighing makes any difference in the off gas.
Not sure why that last round landed way over there.
Okay. Because I usually shoot, I bought a whole bunch of yellow.
Well, hopefully that'll shoot better for you.
And I shoot SK with practice.
Well, I might be able to help you with the SK if I can't get it to shoot, because I've got about 800 rounds of SK rifle there. I think I've got about 700 rounds of this one.
Huh. Okay, I'm going for it.
The ammunition's getting more expensive than the rifle. It is. One of the reasons I was thinking of getting another CZ. If I buy about 3 more magazines, I've got about $125 in magazines. Right now, these cost me $89. And that was on special. And if you buy it from CZ, they're $4 it's $50 each plus shipping plus tax. So by the time you get shipping for 2 more magazines, it's $115, $120. And I'd like to have 5 magazines.
Oh, I know.
The middle flag's behaving weird, so I'm kind of waiting. I'm going to do a slider on top. Loading my mag.
That doesn't help your accuracy
Kind of a little warning here. This is where people might forget to actually shoot that last target. Gonna go to a cider. Ooh, close one.
You know, we got to it's more important than a few dollars.
Okay, third column, bottom row. Okay, I'm going for it. Going back to the bottom sider. Gonna wait a while. Approaching about 6 mile an hour wind now. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to the top sider. Still on the third column. Okay, I'm going for it. Okay, third column. Still around 6 miles an hour wind. I'm going for it. We're up at 7 miles an hour.
Really, really good, and then I get a couple. I don't know what the heck, man.
Yikes. I'm gonna go to that left sider or right sider. Aye. All right, I'm going for it. Oh, I cannot believe that just happened. I don't know how that's possible. Huh. So after I shot that 23 target, I looked at the flags and they were like 9 o'clock. So 3 to 9 wind. I can't believe it pulled it over that much though. All right, we're looking at somewhere around 1 to 2 mile an hour wind right now. Let's see what happens. We're shooting my third ARA target, Midas plus. Starting on the official sighter on the left. Okay, that's a cold bore.
Pretty popular ring.
It is. It really is.
Tell me what you got there.
Okay, unfortunately, I ran out of factory ciders, so we have unlimited ciders on the bottom where we're going to.
And yellow box, first 2 shots. Yeah, in the bullseye. That's it, which is good. That's good, but
It is, but why would
this was, I'm putting it away. So, I mean, I'm not adjusting, I'm not adjusting.
What? Of the rifle? Well, I like it. I'm learning. Because my groups were kind of funny.
Okay, this is
I
fun.
mean, I could get them in. I could get 3 shots in one hole. And the next thing I know,
All right, here we go. Oh. Dang. That's painful. All right, here we go.
should be a large bucket over there. I think it's a 90 step up. So ideally,
Oh. That's good. Okay, let's see how we do. Notice, if you notice where I aimed on that, I'm actually using the crosshairs. And that's one of the nice things about this rifle. You can kind of get away with that to make it a little bit easier to do your windage. Okay, so good. We've had some disappointing shots there. Okay. Okay, center, bottom, fourth column. We're at 8 miles an hour wind. Great group I'm getting here.
Bye, Brett. Hang in there.
All right, I'm going for it. So right now I got Mirage playing with me. We're about 8 miles an hour wind. I think I'm gonna go for it. Watch where I'm basically watching my crosshairs mostly and aiming. All right, we've got kind of a potential no wind here. Let's take a cider. All right. Well, I aimed over to the right, hopefully enough.